but you will understand it. Now, okay. So, Ezekiel I had a lecture at NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. And there a group of engineers were, among them was Ezekiel. He was the head of the engineers. Ezekiel was high priest on the Temple of Jerusalem. This object arrived a second time. In his time, well, it was a war between the Babylonians and Jerusalem. The high society was captured like slaves. Ezekiel was one of them. Ezekiel was high priest, and while he was captured, something very strange occurred. From the northwest of the sky, a vehicle came down. The men who worked down there, they saw the vehicle, and first they heard the noise. Ezekiel described the noise with the thundering of a waterfall. Finally, this object comes down. Everybody runs away. Ezekiel hears a strange voice in his own language who says, "Don't be afraid, human being." Finally, he becomes calmer and he starts to describe what he sees in every detail. He calls the whole thing the splendorness of God. He sees something like a diamond, and inside the diamond there is a throne, and on the throne somebody is sitting looking like a man in glittering clothes. He sees 4 living creatures. These living creatures had wings, each one 4 wings, and when the wings moves, he heard this terrible noise, which he compared with the thundering of a waterfall. They look metallic, like sparkling metal, word by word. If this story is true, how would the object which he described have looked like? They look metallic, like sparkling metal. This is what Ezekiel calls the splendorness of God. We would call it a space shuttle. The old Indian call it a vimana. If they took their high priest, so this object brought back a second time. Their high priest. He describes the living beings with their wings, but in reality, as you see, these are helicopters. The high priest. He says that this object arrived a second time. And the second time, they took him and put him up here into the command station. Where have you been? What have they done with you? He looks down and he says, beneath me, I had something like a city. And in the center of it was something like a temple. And the splendorness of God entered directly into the temple. Again, he hears the noise of the living creatures. Outside of the temple wall, there is a man, Ezekiel describes him in glittering clothes. This man in glittering clothes has a measuring instrument in his hands. He hands it to Ezekiel, and he commands that Ezekiel should measure the whole temple. Now Ezekiel himself is astonished. He doesn't understand the situation anymore. He has the courage to ask back to this man, why? What for should I measure this temple? And the answer was, that's the reason why we brought you here.